I'm going to be doing a Q&A. We're going to be answering all those questions you've been dying to know, people I've been avoiding. But I'm going to do it, okay? I'm going to do it in this video, so stick around, and I'm going to address the things that people have been asking about, the shady stuff and the drama. Listen, I'm an open book, and I will tell you what's going on. So I've been getting questions on my Twitter, and I've been getting questions on my Instagram. Follow both of them, link down below. So, Q&A time in this video while we also talk about what I'm doing with my life recently, and I'm taking a big change to take back my life. I am taking back my life, and I'm going to explain it to you in this video, so just saying. My hair looks like a pom-pom. It looks like a bush. Actually, my hair looks like a loofah that you scrub the dupa in the bathroom with. Listen. Hello, my hair is out of control, especially if I go like this, and I'm really upset. It keeps whipping back and forth. My hair keeps whipping back and forth. It keeps whipping back and forth. My hair keeps whipping back and forth. My hair keeps whipping back and forth. I have something to say today. I have something to say today. Listen. So, I got a lot of interesting feedback under yesterday's video, and I'm not going to go into it because y'all know what happened. And I feel like I owe you an explanation. I do. So, if you didn't see yesterday's video, you're kind of out of the loop. So, I highly suggest you go back and at least read the comments. Okay. Y'all were catching on to it real fast. And honestly, I was like, how do I, like, pull this off for, like, you know, I don't know, a couple days? I don't know. Well, okay, let me just come out and say it right now. First of all, 25% off my cameos. Book one down below. Get a video from me, all right? For Valentine's Day. Get one for you and your boo. So there's that. Number two, let's talk about yesterday's video. So, obviously yesterday I didn't really eat that much of the food. I still ate. I still gave reviews and stuff. But I didn't really like gorge on the food as I normally do. And here's the truth too. I love eating. I love food. So y'all know, I mean, do I ever like pick at my food? There's some mukbang channels that do that. They just sit there and talk and tell stories, and they beep, 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 and they hide it, scoot it under the tray, and someone else takes it. Like, okay, but that's not what I do. Okay, I also don't throw up my food. Okay, let's just say there are channels out there that do all these food reviews, and clearly I don't, which is why I look like I'm 500 pounds when I'm actually only Actually, we're gonna weigh myself. Let's weigh myself before we get into this video so I can explain what's happening. Turn this off. I do have my phone here because I'm waiting for a call from Nancy. And it's very important that what we're dealing with right now gets taken care of. It's very important. So I'm waiting for a call from Nancy, so she might be calling me while filming. Because it's the middle of the day. This is business hours. Cheapers creepers. I had to drive and water my fat old butt over to the bank today. It was so annoying. Okay, so let's do the scale. Let's see how much I weighed. Now, yesterday, I weighed, what was it, 333? Oh my gosh, I just get a cameo? Oh, the sound's off. Okay. Hi. All right, so let's take off my shoes. All right, take these off. Now, listen. Ouch! Ouch. I stubbed it. This is your fault because you're always making me do this stuff. Ow. Okay, here we go. Should I grab the camera and show you? Let me grab the camera and show you. Cheapers. So, let's find out. Oh my god. 130.8 down. Wow, I've lost 3 pounds since yesterday. 3 pounds? Let's do it again. There's nothing in my hands. You can see the reflection, okay, here in my hands. See? Let's do it again. I lost 3 pounds overnight.
330.8.
Okay. Okay.
Ready for operation.
Girl, we're not gonna need an operation if this continues. I lost 3 pounds overnight, and yesterday I lost 2 pounds from the day beforehand. Guess what's coming out of me? Water weight. What I've been telling you guys forever. Forever. It's just water weight. Now I'm gonna put this up so you can really see everything that I'm speaking of. It's just water weight. Because you don't lose all that fat overnight. It's just water. It's just water weight. Yay! Skinny. Okay. Let's sit back down and let's talk. Let's talk about what's happening in my life. Put this like this. Hopefully it's straight. Oh, my hair's so poofy. I look like Big Bird. It's really annoying. It looks like a loofah gone wrong. Okay, so yesterday I barely ate the food, like I said. I kind of hinted at something to you guys a couple days ago, right? And I said that I was gonna do some kind of like cleanse because I've been having bad stomach pain. The worst I've ever felt. And all 5 years of doing mukbang, except the time I got food poisoning from having sushi. I just left a comment on Steven Sushi's video. I'm like, you need to be careful with the sushi. You might get food poisoning. Do you know 3,000 people die just in Japan alone, just the country of Japan, let alone the world, from sushi, from these brain-eating parasites or something like that? That's a lot of people. A lot of people. I don't eat sushi anymore, and I love sushi. The last time I did it, it was like rice and vegetable. It was plant-based. So, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not doing sushi. Did I even do that raw sashimi thing that people do? It's like this big old fish. It's raw salmon. They call it sashimi. Listen, I mean, I go, you know, it's tradition and that's what people, but there is risk to eating uncooked meat, period. It's called parasites. Look it up. Do brain-eating parasites sushi, and you'll see a million different articles and studies. It's really bad, and it's getting worse and worse. I feel like our bodies are having less ability to, like, fight them off. Anyway, what am I saying that for? Sushi? I don't even know. Why am I saying this? Something about sushi? About fish? I don't even know. What was I saying? Oh my god, I hate when this happens. I was saying something to you. About my weight loss? What does that have to do with anything? I don't even know. How did I get on this subject? Man. Okay, so anyways, long story short, I said I wanted to do like a little cleanse, But, because, the stomach pain, yeah. Except, there we go. I had food poisoning in Thailand from an all-you-can-eat sushi buffet, which was amazing, so cheap. It was like $25 for all-you-can-eat non-stop sushi for 2 hours. I was like, ooh. And it comes around this little train. Check out the video. It's on my other channel, Noodle King. Anyway, so, that was the only time I could really remember being wiped out. I also got sick in general. I think I caught some kind of swine flu or something over there. I don't even know. But I have had such bad stomach pain for the past 5 days, ever since I did the hot Cheetos fire noodles on Noodle King. That better get 1 million views. Okay, that better be worth it, because I've been suffering ever since, and I think I caused a stomach ulcer. I'm self-diagnosing, I know. But I don't have the symptoms of gallbladder disease. People keep saying that. I don't have the symptoms of, what is it, kidney stones? It's very specific to the stomach, and it's constant. It's not just like random or only after eating or whatever. And I've been really afraid, you know? So, I'm like, I have to do something. And there's something that I want to do that I've seen do miracles for other people. And I'm not telling you to do this, by the way. I'm not advising people to do this. I'm not, you know what I mean? You have to do all these disclaimers now. Oh, do the master cleanse, do the lemon cleanse, do the juice cleanse. I mean, you see it all over the papers and stuff, but I'm just doing this for me because I've literally had great experiences from this in the past. And I did it when I was in Colombia, when I was having some horrible cough that didn't go away, that was just chronic. It was keeping me up at night. It was over and over, and it was like 6 months long, and I was like, I have to do something. I did it, it worked, and never came back. So, let me go show you what I'm going to be doing. I'm so excited. Also, by the way, today is a mukbang. We are doing a Q&A, so stick around. I should put that in the beginning. Nick, put this in the beginning. So this is my diet for the next 89 days, and I need to put a few disclaimers out. I need to also tell you what's going on. First disclaimer is, this is my journey. This is something I'm choosing to do. I'm not a healthcare professional. I am not qualified to give you advice, and I'm also not telling you to do this either. So I'm putting that disclaimer out. I'm sharing my life with you right now. Second disclaimer, this is not a troll. I'm actually very serious about this. Those of you who follow my Patreon, we have about 2,000 people over there who support me. Hi guys, I love you so much. They all know what's going on. They have been in on this for like a week. I've been telling them about doing this juice cleanse. I've been telling them the benefits that I've received in the past, and I've been debating about whether I come to YouTube about it. So if you want more things behind the scenes, well, I'm on day 2 already, so that's how serious I am. Yesterday, I only drank orange juice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I plan on doing that for 89 days. And I've only done this 7 days in Colombia. Orlan has done this about 58 days or something like that. And then one of his friends, her name's Ann Osborne, she has a YouTube video on here. It's called Orange Mono Diet, Orange Juice Cleanse for 55 days. People do this, okay? This is not... And Orlan and I met when we were fruitarians back in the day. I know, it looks so crazy. I need to like sit here and tell you what's going on. So I'm trying to think of all the things down my list. So, yes, I'm on day 2. I've only had orange juice for the past... I guess 24 hours. Yeah, all over almost 30 something hours, because by the time this video comes out, we're about to hit the 40 hour mark or something. So yeah, today's day 2 for me. If you want to keep up with my journey with the vlogs, I do weigh-ins. I give you more in-depth information about what's happening. Follow my Patreon. You have to be 18 years or older because we do it without clothes. And also I talk about things that I really don't want on YouTube. It's a very private community, but 18 plus, of course, and it's just a safe space where we can learn about stuff that concerns me, like health related topics, and behind the scenes, like you're the first one to know stuff when stuff's going down. So anyway, today I thought I'd be doing a little orange juice dinner for you guys while doing a Q&A on my Twitter and my Instagram. So I want to answer a bunch of your questions while doing the orange juice. And I'm so excited, you guys. So I have three types of oranges. We have mandarins, or no, these are tangerines. And these are Valencias, and these are Orlan would know. Orlan's a pro at this stuff. We also have blood oranges too. You guys think I'm joking? I would not have spent almost $100 on oranges if this was just a troll for a video. Okay, I'm already on day 1, and well, today's day 2, so it has ups and downs with the energy. Oh, yes. So we have tangerines, right?
Those are mandarins.
Mandarins, and what are these?
Those are navel oranges.
Navels, and then these are Valencias.
Valencias, yeah.
And don't we have blood oranges?
Although they do look a lot like Page.
Page?
Mm.
Do we have Tangelos?
No, not Tangelos.
Okay. We know a lot about oranges because we know more about nutrition than you think. So, oh, and this is Orlan's favorite juicer. Shout out to Fruit Bat Ann. She loves this. Okay, so this is a vintage juicer. You twirl it like this, and it makes the orange juice, and it retains all of the liquid in here. And then you pour it out like a little spout. Look at that, it has a little spout right here. And you go, psh. You can't buy these anymore. They discontinued them. They don't make them anymore. This was an antique that Orlan was able to find, luckily. But you can't find them in the world anywhere.
No, too bad you broke it.
I know, I broke the handle. Orlan hates me forever for that. So we're going to make some orange juice. We're going to make about 1 liter or 2. And we're going to drink some orange juice and answer your questions. So without further ado, let me weigh myself. Well, let me do the orange juice and then weigh myself. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, do you want to watch? We shouldn't do it here.
Fast forward it.
I won't do it here. I'll bring you to the kitchen of us just pressing the juices. We have an electric one. Okay, so I decided I would show you guys and be a nice YouTuber that actually puts effort into the videos. And I will show you how to use this cute vintage orange juicer. So step 1 is take your vintage orange juicer, which is rare. You can't get it anywhere. It's so cute. And this is how many oranges I'm gonna have. This glass here. Now a tip for you guys is to, where are my straws? Oh, here we go. Get a straw, because the less acid you have touching your teeth, the better. You really don't want the acid getting on your teeth. Okay, so here is dinner. I might have 2 of these. I honestly, to be completely honest with you guys, I'm not counting calories because I already know it's a lot less than I'm used to. But, you know, it's not like I'm having one of these a day. I'm not starving. So I've already had 2 of these. So, I mean, I think 2 more. I don't know how many calories this is. 500? 300? 800? I don't even know. I honestly don't know. And I don't care. I just do it until I feel relatively full. So...
I'm surprised you made it this sour.
Orlan, I'm the type of person that when I want something, I do it. There's never ever... I'm not a failure like some people.
Oh!
If I want something, I do it. If I want to have 5 channels and post every day, I do. And I don't make excuses for it. And I actually show up and I hustle. Unlike 95% of YouTubers that post once a month. Say, oh, I'm so busy. Oh, you do nothing. Remember Gabby Hanna? Oh, I'm so hard, I don't get any views. It's like, well, earn them. Earn them.
It's the algorithm's fault, though.
It's not the algorithm's fault.
YouTube's fault, though.
And if it is, make a new channel. No, just literally earn them. You know what I mean? That's one thing people can't take away from me. My work ethic and my drive and my hustle to show up, rain or shine.
And your double shift.
Even when I'm not even eating. Even like yesterday in the whole situation. I still showed up. I still did something. And I sat and I edited and I showed up and said hi to you. So hi, I'm telling the truth. I am doing orange cleanses. Alright, I show up and I do it. Shade to 95% of people who are absent this January because the pay is down. I get it. We're making pennies compared to Christmas. But you know what? People will remember and people will find someone else and then you'll be like, oh, no one likes me anymore. Oh, no, my views. Yeah, because you just abandoned, thousands of people because you didn't get enough. Oh my gosh. So... cheers to work ethic. Before we get into the mukbang, which I know you're so excited, I know it's just juice, but we're gonna do a Q&A, remember? First, we're gonna weigh myself, and I'm gonna be doing this every day. Now, I'm almost 95% sure this is not gonna be on YouTube, the journey. I'm gonna be still doing stuff for you guys, but you have to go to my Patreon to know. Well, actually, I might do the mukbangs and the oranges, and we'll come up with fun stuff, but like the behind the scenes, the weigh-in. This is the only time you're gonna do a weigh-in, okay? This is the only time that you're gonna get it. If you want it without the clothes, if you're 18 years or older, go to my Patreon. I feel like I'm in like a hospital gown. Like here's my belly, everyone. Let's weigh it. Click the link down below to follow my Patreon for mukbangs and drama. Not allowed on YouTube. Must be age 18 or older. Link below. Let's hear it.
329.2 pounds.
What? 329? What?
Ready for operation.
I was 330. I was 300. What? I was 330 when I started this video. I lost another pound.
334.2 pounds.
Okay, so she just gave me 5 pounds booster. She just
Ready for operation.
she lies. Don't buy this scale. Don't buy this model. Don't. Like, I mean, first of all, weight's never accurate anyway. Weight is never even that big of a deal. I know that's what some people say. No, but seriously, like, weight's never truly. I mean, you don't know if it's hormonal weight, if it's glycogen from eating a lot of sugar, it's coming out of your muscles from exercising. You don't know if it's adrenals. You don't know if it's a big meal. You don't know if it's water retention from sodium or carbohydrates because they have, for every 1 gram of carbohydrate, your body stores 3 grams of water, where it's protein, it's only like 1 or 2 or something like that. So like there's a medication, menopause, stress. I mean, people gain weight from just bloating. I mean, I just named you 10 reasons why you could gain weight. How do you know which one it is, So I always just tell people, it's just water weight. Okay, so let's do this. And I like to drink them really fast because my teeth, my enamel. And then we'll open up some oranges too. Now I have to tell you, I'm on day 2, right? Sleeping last night was so hard. And yesterday I had to eat a lot of spinach, which is why I ate the spinach with the Chick-fil-A. Because if your body's full of fat and fatty cells, the cell receptor sites can't accept the sugar into the cells because cells use glucose to run. So if you have a fatty body and you're eating all this sugar, I mean, not to say fat's bad, there's whatever diet you choose to do. An introduction of sugar, whether it's natural or fake, will be a little issue. And yesterday I couldn't stop shaking. I was having like sugar problems. I ate a lot of fiber. Fiber regulates not only fats, but sugars as well. This is, at least my opinion, this is what I think. And you eat them and you feel better. Fiber. Hey, Orlan. Make me more, please, baby, if you're willing to. Or well, let's do a Mandarin. See, if I do these...
Yes, sir?
I'm doing a Q&A on my phone, and if I use the, if I use it on my fingers and open up...
I'll do it for you.
If you give me little pieces to eat, that'll be really nice.
Yeah. Let me get my share.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, I also tweeted I've never had spam before, which is true. I've never done it. It looks kind of gross, but some people... Let's see, Nick, I'm a big fan. Can you please make a video for me? Yes, book me on Cameo. Now's the time to do it because you get the discount. You only have like 2 more days left, by the way. For Valentine's Day. 25% off. I have over 500... Ooh. Here comes Orlan. Over 500 cameos. I think I have like 200, almost 300 reviews. They're all 5 stars. I mean, I've cherished them. I put a lot of energy into them. Someone was like, "Oh, they're not worth it," and I saw someone replied. I was like, "Oh, I got mine. It was worth it." He put so much love into it. It was like 8 minutes long. What about? Oh,
Give me a nice soft one.
a soft one. None of them feel very soft. Do they ripen?
Airy. No, airy.
Oh, airy.
Mm-hmm.
None of them feel airy.
That one feels airy.
Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Where are top 5 favorite fast food restaurants? Go. Jollibee. I really like Shake Shack. I really like Chick-fil-A. I really like McDonald's.
Oh, you like Taco
I like Taco Bell.
Siri, stop trying to sell us stuff.
Oh my gosh, my Taco Bell app just went boom. That's the top. That was the Taco Bell one. Dong. Oh, I do love Taco Bell.
You do?
I do love Taco Bell. What else do I like, Orlan? I freaking like everything.
You like?
I like Wendy's sometimes.
Burger King you like a lot.
I do, but I like it less. I'm becoming more of a McDonald's fan again. It's probably
You do have the hairline.
I know. Besides Jollibee, that's an instant yes. I love Cheesecake Factory, but that's not fast food.
Oh, I love Cheesecake Factory. That's definitely not a fast food. It's very small.
Which chain has the best chicken nuggets?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Both regular and spicy. Although, Shake Shack's chicken nuggets are very good. They've knocked Chick-fil-A out of the park. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Shake Shack chicken nuggets are, but they're expensive.
They have horrible spicy fries though. Those were really bad.
I have to say, I am hungry. Now I know why you guys watch me. Now I know. I'm freaking starving. And yesterday, it was fine for the first, 2 meals of the juice, but then by the end of the night, I literally was like, cheesy noodles. I watched my own videos of me eating cheesy noodles. Now I know what you're... Because most people don't eat crap like I do. Most people are taking care of themselves, not doing this, but they're under eating a little bit. They have a little calorie restriction. They have a little moderation. A lot of women watch me on diets. A lot of women. And they love my channel because I'm eating stuff that they can't eat. You know, watching the figure, watching the health, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm just kind of like... Oh.
You're someone that lost their figure? You lost your figure a long time ago.
I've lost the script. I've lost my way. I let myself go.
You like the Mandarin?
I do. It's not that sweet.
Really? These are really good. Give me another one.
They're very fibery.
Well, good.
What is that?
Fiber. Well, this one's a good one. See, this is when you have a good one. When you feel the air. Yeah, that might be sweeter. I grew up eating mandarins.
I grew up eating chips and mac and cheese.
They know.
Our upbringing's really, really different. In Colombia, they all eat fruit all the time.
Try honey.
Which is they say the best human food.
There's like candy.
My stomach is hurting. I'm still... So, let me tell you the reason I'm doing this. I'm trying to heal whatever's wrong with my stomach. It's been 5 days. I'm not seeing a doctor because I'm really scared. This is my own reasoning. You guys have been noticing for the past couple of weeks something's been up. I'm getting worse and worse and worse and worse. In the past week, I've been crying on camera about my stomach, and I thought, oh, maybe it was just the fire noodles from the Noodle King channel. So that video is going to go down in history of giving me the stomach problems. So it was so tasty though, oh my god. But I don't know what it was, a combination of aspirin the night beforehand, and maybe my stomach lining was a little thinner, and then I had the spice and penetrated. I don't know, this is just me hypothetically thinking here, but it's been 5 days. I've never had this type of pain ever in my whole life, and I was like, I need to put my foot down. Orange juice, let's get to the reason why I'm doing this, has some like little special thing that no other fruits or veggies have. I've done the master cleanse. I've done for like a couple days. I've done raw food diets. I've done vegan diets. I've done mono diets of bananas. Something about oranges I did myself for only 7 days in Colombia. I'm trying to do 89 days right now, but I want to push myself because I need to cure whatever's wrong. Then I think this will do it. There's some books out there called what's it called? The Orange Cure?
Long Life in Florida?
The Long Life in Florida. Mm-hmm. By who? Dr.
They don't need to know that. I also don't know his full name.
This man had all these patients with this disease and this problem, this and they put them on orange juice cleanses.
You know, he lived till 92.
They say in Colombia, doctors don't recommend any fruits to diabetics except for orange juice.
Yeah, that's true. I've known people with diabetes in Colombia.
Anyway, let me tell you my little story. I feel like I told you guys this already in one of my other videos, but I'll tell you again really quickly, and then we'll get to the Q&A. In Colombia, 3 years ago, from eating all the ramen noodles, that's how I developed the Noodle King. I was eating ramen, spicy Korean ramen, hardcore daily. And it hurt my stomach so bad that I developed this really bad acid reflux and heartburn that was constant from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to sleep. The only thing that would cure it would just eat more ramen, and like temporarily would go away, and then boom, it would just fly up my throat. It used to keep me up at night. I couldn't even sleep. And I never known about the orange cure. Orlan has done 55 days was your longest.
Yeah, I've done several different diets though with oranges.
Do you remember your days?
Gosh, I had so many health issues, but they all resolved on the orange diet. It was very strange.
Let's make it clear. Did you cure your autoimmune disease?
I didn't cure it, but it went away. I went into remission.
Yeah. Do people cure? I mean, no, but all your symptoms can go down a lot. And some things could get cured or not come back. For example, for me, like I said, I knew about his thing with his autoimmune disease. All his symptoms would go away. He also had bad sinusitis.
That never came back.
Sinusitis never came back.
That has never come back.
And how many doctors did you see?
So many, because Colombia actually has functional healthcare. So...
Shade.
I used to go to the doctor all the time. I basically lived there. Mm-hmm. And they were thinking about doing these crazy surgeries to fix it. Because I also had a lot of problems with my tonsils too. And they're going to take those out. Those issues never came back. It's crazy.
After this?
Yeah, it never came back. Yeah, after this.
And do you think it's because you did the fruitarian diet or the raw food diet after? Or you think you could do this?
No.
Do you know how I know? Because let me tell you my story. I've known about this. I never did. So I was into raw food for many years. I was a raw foodist for 3 years. Strict. Not even at one cheat meal. Not even a cheat meal. Because all the cravings were gone. I felt so great. I mean, down the road, I went to a gym. My gym instructor was like, you need protein, da-da-da. And that's how that came to be. And everything led to the next, and then I quit veganism altogether. But I did the raw food thing for 3 years. And for the most part, besides when toward the end, like I said, I was really shaky. I couldn't build any muscle. My dietitian and gym instructor, they were very concerned for me. Protein powders, we had lots of those. All vegan, though. I still stayed vegan for 5 years full. Anyway, long story short, when I was into raw food, I never did a juice cleanse ever because I was told they were bad by people I used to look up to and stuff like, oh no, you need the calories. And I used to slam in like calories, because it's really hard. It's basically impossible to get sufficient
calories from fruit.
Of orange juice.
Especially the volume's too great.
I mean, it was hard. I mean, I used to do bananas. That was fine. But anyway, long story short, I never did an orange cleanse ever when I was in that world. And then I came out of that world after quitting veganism 5 years later. And again, I was with the ramen from all that spice and kimchi just ripping up my stomach. And I remembered Orlan's little orange cleanse and stuff. And I know of people who have cured, well, reversed, even tumors. I know people who, just any kind of sickness, like, they do this. In the raw food world, right?
We're not doctors, by the way. We're not recommending you do any of this stuff.
I know. Sorry, that was just an important email. I actually want to respond to that. But real quick though, I did it in Colombia. I had my acid reflux. I had the heartburn. It was really, really bad. I did an orange cleanse for 7 days in Colombia. All of those symptoms went away. And they never came back for like a year or two. And now here I am now, and I'm getting those symptoms again. So it kept, and I still did mukbangs every day. It kept away the acid reflux and the heartburn, which is so funny because any doctor will say, don't eat citrus if you're having acid reflux. And I think that's true if you're eating everything else. The grain, food pyramids, and the meats and everything. But I think if it's just this, it might have an opposite effect. At least it has for me and Orlan and some people that we know. It's the opposite. Because you're only having this. My stomach still hurts. I'm only on day 2. But I have faith that this will work. Anyways, I have to respond to this email.
Alright.
And I'll be right back. Okay, hi, I'm back. I had to do a very important email with Nancy. So, Orlan's gonna make me some more juice. He's gonna do mandarins. Go ahead and go on that side. You can take it. Help yourself. And I really appreciate it because I'm gonna start answering some questions. I'm a little heated right now after talking things with Nancy. She's a great attorney. She's a beast in litigation. I mean, you look out. She's a tiger. But I'm running out of money. So, let's see here. What is your life purpose? To eat.
Complaining.
No, I love eating. It's to eat. How many shirts do you have in your Walmart inventory? Like, probably 30. All the different colors. Third time asking, do you love me? Okay. Yeah, sure. Hi. I don't know who you are. I hope your day's great. Thank you. It's been all over the place. My life is always all over the place. As you know, whoever asked this, hi. Yes, my life is all over the place. Hi, Nick. Hope your day is great. My life is... It'll never be good until I quit mukbangs, to be truthfully honest with you. So that's where I stand. Do I like anime? It's fine. I don't watch it. How do you like all the drama surrounding you these days? Please elaborate how you feel. Fine. Why do you have 5 personas? I don't. Everyone has sides to them. Let's be real. Everybody has many sides. Some choose to show them, some don't. You know dang well, if you have somebody that shows up on YouTube, whether it's consistently or inconsistently, I'm just thinking of like a bunch of channels that I watch. It's the same hi, da, 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 or hey guys, or hey, like, you already know what to expect. You can hear them in your head. You see their thumbnail, you're like, this is what they're gonna sound like. This is what they're feeling today. They're never gonna go, maybe that, you know what to expect. That's because they have their camera mode. And that's not the fakeness. That's that, when you go to church and how you speak to the priest is different how you speak to your best friend of 5 years. How you speak to your boyfriend is different than how you speak to your father. How do you speak to someone you can't stand on the internet when you're hiding behind a fake account is different than how you speak to someone that you're hooking up with. I mean, everyone has sides. It doesn't mean you're fake or whatever. I'm somebody that, since I post so often, I like to just show everything I'm feeling. Sometimes I'm like kind of, you know, bitchy, and then some days I'm like very serious, and some days I'm crying. Some days I eat like a pig, I barely even talk. And then some days, like yesterday, all I did was talk, I barely ate. You know what I mean? You don't know what to expect because I don't know what to expect because I don't just plan my life. I live my life. And I record it. If you could change anything from the beginning of your YouTube career to now, what would you change, if anything? Let me get this mandarin here. What would I change? I would change... Gosh, I really hate to say that because everything has fallen in ways that have somehow helped me in the wrong. Even the dramas, even the teas, even the weight gain, even living in Colombia where I had no money. I mean, it all happened for a reason. I mean, I got famous in Colombia. Would I have gotten famous starting out in America? Maybe not. I mean, everything happened. You know, I had Mr. Noodle. Like, everything kind of has its own place and value, and that's why I'm just like, would I change? I mean, all my collabs were great. All of my trips were great. I did mukbangs in the streets of Thailand. I did it on airplanes in Singapore. I did mukbangs in the Hardtack Grill. I did mukbangs on the floor. And now I do mukbangs of fruit. I mean, it's so adventurous, and I think everything has its place. So I really wouldn't change anything. Are you and Honey Eat still friends? Yes, we are. I love her very much. Pineapple on a pizza, yes or no? The answer would be, yeah, it's good. I mean, I'll go on my way to get it. I like pepperoni. That's my favorite. Let's see here. How are you feeling? Oh, you're talking about my stomach? It's better. Okay, so I have to give a thank you. Let me eat this first. Is it true Orlan wears high heels in the bedroom? No, but I would love him to. Ooh. Who asked me that? Oh. Well, of course you'd ask that. Okay. Oh, okay. No, he does not wear high heels in the bedroom, but I'm totally up for it. You know, the other day I was watching something, like a week or so ago. It was a guy on guy action, and he was wearing fishnets. And man, did I was like, wow, this looks really good. I'm really into this. But Orlan and I don't have any type of, here's the thing. Our weight fluctuates so much. You know, Orlan's, I don't know if he would like it though. You know, it's not up to him. He's good. Thank you for the idea. He's gonna put heels on. I don't know. That sounds like a really nice idea. How's your relationship with Orlan off camera? Good and bad. We have good days and bad days, just like most couples. How's your marriage? Fine.
Click the link down below to follow my Cameo, where I will make a special video just for you. We can also message each other too. Link below.
Why did you follow Trisha's advice and change your content? I don't remember changing my content. What? I don't even remember her telling me to change my content. I'm like, what? Is she out there taking credit for something? I don't know. I don't know. Shit, I say so much. I'm still just as crazy as I was before I met her. I don't understand. I don't know what's different. If anything, she's always just like, oh, he's so different in real life. Oh, no, what she did tell me? Yeah, now that I remember, she told me to stop up with the drama and the acting and just be normal. Remember? Oh, yeah, it was in one of her mukbangs, or maybe her podcast. She was like, I wish people could just see you how all of us see you. You're chill, you're smart, I know, look at me, tooting my horn. But, you know, she's just like, I wish you would stop with the drama. When have I stopped with the drama? I've added more to it. I did not follow her advice, so I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Are you going to therapy? No. Will you ever do a Fig Newton mukbang? Oh, you remember my video? Oh my god. Probably not. Hi. What type of music do you like? Classical. Can you touch your toes? No.
No.
Someone asked, would you ever wear high heels for me in the bedroom?
No. Me or you?
You.
They'll probably break.
Oh yeah, we're too. Well, there's fat chicks that love high heels too. Oh, this is really orange.
The mandarin.
Let me do a thumbnail. There. I am kind of crying on the inside. I'm looking at a sea of ramen behind this camera, and I'm craving all of it.
Not for you.
I'm craving lots of mozzarella cheese. You know what I was craving today? Waffles. So, Orlan, when you do these orange diets, what foods do you crave?
Tomatoes. I'm being honest.
Okay, I know you are. That's because you always did them when you were a raw vegan.
Mm-hmm.
So you would crave tomatoes.
I still remember when I would do mukbangs, I would still eat raw tomatoes.
Mm-hmm. That's Orlan's favorite food, raw tomato. I love. He got me into them. I was never into them till I met him. And then he's like, "Try this as an heirloom green dragon tomato." I'm like, "Oh." He said, "Try this as the purple red velvet one." I'm like, "Here's a Mr. Stripey." Ooh. And now I love tomatoes. Love. So, would you ever collaborate with a psychic medium or get read privately? You know, you are the third psychic to like tweet me asking if I can have a reading. You guys can always make videos about me. You can always predict something about me. You can always, whatever you want, go for it. Yeah. Last time I did something, someone asked too. Thank you.
It's a Caracara orange. It's a navel orange. It was developed in Venezuela. At a farm. It was actually an estate called Caracara.
But yes, I'm always...
Just suck it up.
I'm very interested in psychics. Oh, I'm still thinking about the psychic. Oh!
Okay, here. Here's another one.
I'm not good at opening these.
You don't have to, just suck it out.
My teeth!
There's nothing wrong with your teeth.
Ooh.
Have you never eaten an
bad for your teeth.
You literally just ate mandarins.
I didn't want to get my hands dirty for the phone, you know.
Give me a napkin.
Not very good. Sorry.
They're very popular.
Among the hungry. You know that saying, when you're hungry, everything tastes good? I'm clearly not hungry anymore. Here's the thing. I'm hungry, but not for this. I've had two glasses of this already today. No, this is my 4th glass today.
Yeah, you've had 4 big ones.
Oh, in the morning you gave me 2 of these.
I did.
Oh, shoot. This is probably my 5th glass. See, I'm full, but I'm not full. You know what I mean? Like when you have like a big old salad, like so big you just fart all day. You're still hungry, but you're not like hungry, but you're hungry. That's what I'm feeling on this diet. And everything tastes better when you're hungry. That's why I said, oh, the poor like it. Or when I say the hungry, I'm so sorry. That's kind of mean. The really hungry. The hungry like it. Because it's true. Every time I do mukbangs, the stuff that I don't even like that much, if I'm really hungry, it tastes 5 times better. And if I'm already full, I start eating it. I'm like, oh, this is gross. Things taste better when you're hungry. Please bring back the possessed Nikocado scenes. That's the best. Thank you. Thank you. You like to see me possessed? Well, someone just said that I'm being less dramatic. Well, they didn't see the possessed videos. Should I join the gaming club at my college? I don't see why not, as long as it doesn't take away from your studies.
This is how my grandmother used to peel oranges.
Look at that. Oh, and she put them up for the fruit flies.
Yeah, it keeps them away. Well, not the fruit flies, the mosquitoes. The fruit flies love this. See, if you put it back together, you get the orange.
Do you still talk to James? No. Well, it's not that we've lost touch. We never really talked to begin with. It was very just like, hi, how are you? Can I make a video about you? Yeah, go ahead. Or, hey, Nick, do you want to be in an interview? Yeah, sure, go for it. It was never like we were texting buddies. So I haven't talked to him for months. Well, also, I talked to him on my old Instagram, which isn't here anymore, which I don't know if I'll get back. Please keep putting out hope for me that it comes back. But, so I don't even know, would I email him? I don't even know. So, I mean, no bad blood or anything. I haven't talked to him because we never really talked to begin with. It was very just business, like to do a video together, but I do like him. You know who that is?
Yeah, the one that likes your coin slot.
My coin slot. Have you ever tried doing push-ups? Yeah.
No. Oh, no. That would be a challenge.
Will you ever go vegan again? I don't think so.
You're vegan right now?
Oh my god, I'm vegan.
Ooh.
Okay, vegan like longevity, no. I would do a vegan. And also, I'm really careful about the type of vegan. I mean, never mind. I don't even think it matters. I eat junk all the time. Doesn't matter.
Well, vegans eat junk all the time too.
If it's real junk or fake junk. How does that coin slot squirt?
Ah.
They didn't say coin slot. They said something else, which I'm not going to say on YouTube. How do you make it squirt? Excuse you.
He finds a way.
What do you think of H3H3? Fine.
Who's that?
The guy with the cottage cheese butt.
Oh, the one that looks like an ice cream cone.
Yeah, he did it. He reenacted Kim Kardashian's butt, and he like squeezed the cheeks together and became all cottage cheese. It was really hot.
Yeah, I remember seeing a.
That's my type. I've always told you I like square butts. I'm not even trolling. I love wrinkly square butts on guys.
Well, that's what I have.
I know. I'm not even being like rude. I was like, oh, look at this. And he probably did it because he thought it would be disgusting to everybody. Things that might gross some out are other people's treasure. What's that thing about thrift stores? Someone's junk is another person's treasure. So, I know, okay, there's people who call me fat, disgusting, and like, ooh, vomit, look at his stretch marks. And then there's people who are literally dreaming about it right before bed, if you know what I mean.
Well, stretch marks are like tree rings.
You know what I mean? So, a lot of people like things that other people don't. Yeah, he had a nice butt. I liked him like that. I really do. I'm laughing because people are not going to take me seriously. I do. I will show you. I don't even know. Would you ever be a Karen? No.
You are a Karen.
Would you ever try a new color shirt? I am black. How do you maintain your skin so clear? Love you.
Water.
Water. I think it's luck, genetics. Who knows? But I drink about a gallon of water a day, no matter what I'm doing. On the cleanse, on the mukbangs, on vegan diets, paleo. Oh my god, I was drinking a lot of water. I mean, all the diets I've done, and being a mukbanger, I drink a gallon a day. Rain or shine, I love drinking a gallon a day. I really do. Carly Steele, is that really her? Okay, she just said, what YouTuber would you imagine having the biggest eggplant? Someone said, David Dobrik. No, so someone said, no, you mean David No. Who? Okay, what YouTuber would you imagine having the biggest eggplant?
I think you technically have one of the biggest ones.
Shh, or let's not make this about me. What YouTuber would you imagine having the biggest eggplant? Not your ex. You don't have to fake laugh. It is tiny. I would say who's probably got a big one? I don't know. Who do I imagine?
Joey Graceffa. I don't know. Boogie?
I don't know. I'm literally thinking of people.
I feel like How to Basic is packing.
How to Basic? I don't know. I'm really bad at this question. Unfortunately, there's people that I'm attracted to that I don't think have big but I'm okay with that, like, I feel like it would be beautiful small too, because they're so handsome. I'm thinking of 2 YouTubers right now that I don't imagine with big eggplants. I don't. But I like them, and I would marry them and be with them. Even though they're small. Small's not bad.
How do you know they're small?
I just imagine it being small. There's been 2 that I've thought of and like fantasized about, and they're never big. They're just there, but I like their face and their feet. I like their chest. I don't care that it's small. I don't care.
It's just hanging.
It's nice. I don't know. I would say Orlan Home. Orlan Home. I imagine it being really big because I have to imagine.
It's okay. I imagine the same for yours.
Mine's shrunk over time. Mine used to be like as long as my arm.
Yeah.
Tell them, Orlan.
It used to be really big, but now it doesn't work.
Okay, well,
and it's being swallowed in quicksand of fat.
Fupas. Fupa lands.
Fupa land.
So, okay, but it's doubled in thickness. Like, I go like this and I can't touch my fingers anymore.
Yeah, it's like a beer can.
Yeah, it like shrunk by an inch, but then like grew fatter.
Yeah.
It's just all the water weight. It's the fat. Actually, this is a true fact. If you ever look at like chubby people getting it on, I don't know, 18 years or older, watching chubbies, I love to watch chubby people get it on. The fat goes everywhere. Your toes, your fingers, your chin.
Your chin.
They also go in your privates, okay? You will gain fat in your okay? And it's just really, and so guys, it becomes like fatter and like stubbier but thicker. I don't know. Carly, mine videos can be demonetized now. This is your fault.
You're gonna have to bleep it out. You should like move your hand so you know where to come and edit.
Huh?
Wave your hand so you know where you should.
Nick, think about editing this out. How badly do you want money this month? They'll still know what you're talking about if I bleep it. They'll put the two together.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube took off monetization from a video we did called like our last video, Doritos Noodles. We did it like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with it. There's no cursing. We were eating noodles. This was before I did all the dramatic skits and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they demonetized it because like in one of the parts we were talking about something naughty.
Come on.
And they said, and they came back a year later. It's been demonetized for like 2 years. It was one of the first videos we ever made.
Gosh.
What's one food you secretly hate, but the views are too good to miss out on, so you eat it anyway? I would say seafood, but I don't even do it either.
Seafood boils. I was literally thinking about that.
I hate like it's nice every once in a while if someone makes it and cleans it up. And that person's usually...
By that someone, you mean me.
That's usually Orlan anyway. But I hate... My whole apartment smells like absolute garbage carcass trash. And it'll smell that way for, like months.
It gets on the walls.
It's disgusting.
I have to shower twice. It's so bad.
It's disgusting. My fingers, ugh. But it tastes good. And sometimes I'm in a craving for it. And sometimes I have a seafood boil. I'm like, dang, this was good. Actually, the big king crab I just ate, which we're not going to talk about any more of, but I'm just going to say the big crab, the big crab I just had, that was actually really good because it was fresh. That little thing cost hundreds of dollars because it came fresh. It wasn't ever frozen or sprayed with sulfur to preserve it or whatever. And I actually really enjoyed that crab. I didn't eat all of it. I didn't even open up the top. People were wondering, like, "Oh, is he gonna open up the top?" But in general, I'd say most of the time I'm not in the mood to do seafood because of all the work. If I'm like, "Hey, Carly Steele, want to go out to the boiling crab?" We sit down. They put bibs on us. We eat all the crab and we walk away. We don't cook it. We don't smell it. We don't clean it up. It's nice.
How do you think your breath smells after that?
I know. Wow. Okay, but let me think of something else. Something that I really hate, but I do it for the views. I love noodles. I do those nonstop.
Oh.
Think of something. Can you think of something?
Can you ate that bee?
The bee? I didn't. Well, okay. That was kind of gross. The honey. I ate a whole honeycomb, and I accidentally ate a bee that came out of it, and I didn't even know until after the video was published. I didn't even notice while editing. So, but that wasn't really. Well, I did for the views, but. The octopus, that was disgusting.
I was just thinking
I didn't know how to cook that.
So I've cooked it. I followed a recipe. It's still chewy. I don't think there's any way to eat it that's not chewy.
Seafood and the bees.
What a scorpion.
Oh, I never published. You guys, I ate a scorpion. I never published it. I was gonna hold that out for like 5 years from now. Boom, like down memory lane. Shock everyone.
That's on my channel. It is.
Oh, okay. You can go watch me eat a scorpion. That was for the views. That was for the views.
Put a link on
But they said something I do often. Like they want to know what video to come to and hate on now. I don't know. I really love McDonald's. I love Taco Bell. I love all my noodle videos.
Popeyes.
I love Popeyes almost 80% of the time if they cook it all. You know, I've had so much raw meat from there. Let's see. We ever go vegan again? No. That's like asking someone to become like unhealthy again.
Do you want to lose your hair? Do you want to rot your teeth?
Would you prefer your black Walmart shirt or your red Walmart shirt? Why black? Because I look skinnier. It means I'm less crazy. How do I hire Nancy? Oh, they have to get some stuff done. Okay, well. Nancy's all for me. You guys know, if I actually published her info, do you know how many people would be calling her office and everything? I can't actually.
She better give us a discount.
Why are you so hot? Oh, thanks. Did you get that potential ulcer checked out? Nope. Too nervous. I'm doing this instead. Will you return to your vegan diet? No!
These vegans need to let it go.
Let it go. They're not even vegans. They just want to see me skinny. What if I went keto and got skinny? Would you be angry because it's not plants? Probably not. Unless you're already vegan, but
The vegans are always angry, let's be real.
So there's a lot of questions about someone in particular. Do I talk about them?
Irrelevant.
I've had to skip over like 20 of them. Like, what's happened? Tell us what happened. Show us the receipts. So,
give me that. Give me that.
what?
Mandarin. Thank you.
Yeah, stuff did happen. And what are you doing? I don't want to edit this video. Do not say anything.
I'm not saying anything.
Do not say anything.
I'm not saying
I don't feel like editing it. I have to get this video. It's already 8 o'clock.
They know you don't edit.
Oh, I do edit. That crab video took how many weeks? 2 whole weeks to edit.
It's tasty and slow.
Okay, something that's very, listen, for now, unless anything is said or done, unless anything is said or done, for now, all I'm going to say is, everyone told me what to expect. And I always tried so hard.
You were warned many times.
No, I tried so hard to give certain individuals, hypothetical, possibly, allegedly, the chance, the benefit of the doubt, to be in his or her corner. You know what I mean? To be that support for him or her, despite everything I heard from everyone else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I did it for so long, over and over and over and over. And, well. Orlan's peeling that very slowly. And if anyone knows who I'm allegedly, hypothetically, possibly, allegedly talking about, maybe, you also know that I have given this person support vocally for a long time when no one else would, hypothetically, maybe, supposedly, potentially, allegedly. You know, right?
Yep.
It's not like I kept it to myself. People knew I was like sticking up for people and trying to be that benefit of the doubt. And it got to a point after certain things and after another thing and after another thing and another thing, I was like, you know what? Oh! You... Bye. Oh! 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 Oh!
Honestly, it's not worth it.
Okay, so that's my Twitter. Well, there's a lot more, but let's go to my Instagram. It says 1 like, no comments. Did I not publish this correctly? We are ready for it.
Ah, yeah.
They were all saying it.
Yeah, I'm here for it too. I am here for this. I stand.
I'm over it. Disgusting. Okay, when's the last time you showered? This morning. Look, my hair's all fluffy this morning. What's your body count? Like weight? How does it feel to be skinny? Very good, thank you. My laptop broke, should I blame Orlan? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you pregnant? No. How many guys has Orlan cheated on you with?
50.
No, be serious.
55.
Be serious.
89.
Well, that was a threesome, so 2 people, I guess. Okay, I can think of 5 instances. Did you ever do a meet and greet? No, because I was actually going to go on tour for 2020. I was really thinking of it. My friend Chelsea Lynn did a tour. Trisha Paytas did. She told me in person too. Trisha Paytas. They were all like, you gotta do a tour, you gotta do. And I was like, oh no, I'm a little nervous. And all my friends were doing them. I'm like, I could do a little something. And then boom, the you know what happened. Why are you fat? I don't know. know. I don't know. I am fat. I don't know why I'm fat.
Because you eat all the food pyramids?
We need more details about certain girls. If you weren't a YouTuber, what would your occupation be? Why is your hair like that? Do you ever fart from eating cottage cheese? I never eat cottage cheese. How many times did you poop? Twice. Why don't you make any mukbangs? It's been 2 years.
Okay.
Are you on the right channel? Get on the right channel. Flip the channel, get the remote, and go next, and then you'll come to my other one. You're on the wrong channel. Anyways, these have a lot of questions. Oh my god. I'm gonna get going. I will come back and do the rest for tomorrow's video. Actually, tomorrow I have something very exciting planned for you guys. Look at all your questions. Tomorrow I have something very exciting planned for you guys. I have to go rinse my mouth with water. You always have to do that after orange juice to help buffer the acid. I'm gonna go do it right now before I forget. And I will see you guys tomorrow on day 3 of my orange cleanse. And again, if you want to see day 1 and all of my like behind the scenes and vlogging about it and talking to you in depth about it, join my Patreon. I just posted it for everybody. And everyone's very supportive over there. Excuse me. So if you want to see 18 years or older, click the link down below. Bye.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and a big thank you to my patrons for supporting these videos, and a huge thank you to my executive producers, Violeta, our RainbowStar, Jodi, and Jamie Babycado. If you'd like to become a producer for Christmas and help support my channels, or if you just want to join the community to see what else I'm posting, come on over to my Patreon by clicking the link down below. You must be age 18 or older. And for something even more personal, gift yourself an 8-minute long personalized video just for you. Or book a video for someone and surprise them this holiday season. It makes a great Christmas present. We can also DM each other and chat one-on-one. So if you want to watch even more content from me, come follow my Patreon. But if you want a personalized video or just want to talk, come over to my Cameo. Patreon and Cameo are both linked down below. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas. Bye.